Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another Shoe Snob unboxing video series. One Take Wonders. Here we are with something new. I'm sure by now you can tell by the box if you've seen it or before. If you've seen it before. So here's a new brand on the scene, making some very interesting things, and finally gotten around to unboxing a pair of shoes that they sent me. So let's jump straight into it and take a look. All right, so the wooden box. I've only ever seen these a couple times in my life. First and foremost by Stefano Bemmer. Years ago when I stepped into his workshop in Florence, Italy, and I saw these wooden boxes, I was like, wow, those are unique, but man, are they heavy. Thought those must be a pain to ship. And then I've seen them a couple times, mainly by bespoke makers. You don't often see that in a ready-to-wear maker. I just don't think it's very practical, so to speak. Although this technically is a ready-to-wear maker offering, although they have made to order and bespoke, but they also have a ready-to-wear line. So a nice surprise, and you're probably wondering who this is, so let's jump straight into it. The pair in question is by Ichigo Ichie Shoemaker. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, but there you go. I absolutely love the samurai emblem. I've always been fascinated with Japanese culture my whole life. My mom used to always have foreign exchange students from Japan. I loved samurai, ninja, all that kind of stuff. I even have a samurai tattoo. So as you can imagine, I really like the logo. I think it's really cool, and yeah, I was surprised to see that. I didn't catch that before in any of the other marketing stuff they have. So maybe that was me not paying attention, or maybe that's just something you see on the boxes. So there is a little bit of insignia here that just says Mr. Justin, the shoe, and the size. So let's take a look. I have scissors with me because unfortunately I will have to live unpack one pair as they come pretty packed up. Now in the box, they're just kind of briefly packed with bubble wrap. But inside the bag, and I'm not sure if every single pair comes like that, just checking, there's nothing else inside the box, so let's get that out of the way. Now inside the bag, the shoe bag, they come bubble wrapped again, which is smart. Extra protection. Nice cloth bags. I like bags that are in some, decorative cotton, wool, flannel, whatever. I don't even know what kind of material this is, but some sort of wool-like material. Nice bag, standard bag, nothing overly thick. So I'm gonna cut this open, as I like to show you the whole pair. Just try to find the loose part. Now the only thing that's semi-dangerous about this is you gotta kind of be careful to not ruin the pair, because they do tape this pretty darn well. So hoping to just, there we go, break it open. Now forgive me if you see me sweating, but in order to not have noise in the background, I have to turn off the air conditioning, and New York is starting to build that beautiful humidity that it's known for. So it is a little bit hot, and I am a little bit toasty, but I don't want to have that horrible AC sound in the background killing my video. So do forgive me if you see me a little bit sweaty. All right, so here we go with a beautiful split toe derby. Split toe apron derby. So, I just realized I talk about the models, but I don't tell why they're called what they're called. And some of you know this already, but some of you may have no clue. So the split toe is when there is a seam on the toe, whether it is a reverse stitch one like this or an open outer stitch one like the apron. This decorative piece is called the apron that sits on the vamp, and this model is a derby for the fact that there's an opening here where the side panels on the facing open up as opposed to a closed lace Oxford that has the Balmoral line. So this is a split toe apron derby shoe. Bing, bang, boom. There you go. Just take a look at both sides. Boom, boom, boom. Beautiful shape. Beautiful pair. All right, let's dig into it. So I briefly had a look. This is a ready-to-wear pair. They go for $650. A lot of them are $500-ish, but I believe we're being upcharged here on the apron, the handwork on the apron and the split toe, as I know that's going to be done by hand. One thing I noticed on my pair that I did not see on the pair on the website is the subtle storm welt that is simply on the forefoot from joint to joint, which is a nice little detail there. It's a very subtle one, not a strong one. And so, yeah, so on the website, they say that the shoes are hand welted and hand lasted. You can see the hand welted indentations there in the forefoot. Always a nice key to be able to see that clearly. You can feel that they're hand lasted because this is a very good, I was going to say a very good lasting feel. That may not make a lot of sense to some of you. I know some of you will understand what I'm saying, but when you put on a shoe that's hand lasted, you feel it. That shoe really grips your foot like a tight glove does. You know, when you put on generic ready to wear shoes, you know, they fit, but they're not like boom. They're not like a mold. And so, because when you last by hand, you should get a better last. You are pulling it tighter than the machine technically does, because the machine, many of you probably haven't seen this, but when you're lasting in the machine, it's just like boom, 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 and it just goes over, and then it goes onto the cart. And you know, you may make a couple adjustments, but you're not feeling it. You're not knowing whether you need to pull more. And probably they don't pull more, because if you then pull too much with the machine, it comes with other problems. And that's where feeling the shoe, making it by hand, you get to understand, is this the right amount of pull? Is this the right point at which it needs to be lasted? But you don't feel that with machine lasting, but you feel that with hand lasting. So you can feel it. They feel different, hand lasted shoes. They feel far more molded to your foot, like a nice tight glove. So yeah, beautiful stuff. You can tell. Now, they don't talk about if this is hand stitched on the sole, or if it's machine stitched. And to be honest, it's hard to tell. It's very clean. It's very tight. To me, it looks hand stitched on the sole. This looks like a complete handmade shoe. I could be wrong, but it looks handmade from front to from start to finish. From front to back, start to finish, up to down, left to right. It looks handmade. For $650, and that's the expensive model, huh? The other ones are around $500. So it's quite impressive. Now again, I will say, you judge something by its cost. If I look for little flaws, I'm sure I can find them, but flaws that are so inconsequential. Like, you know, you get all these people moaning about welt joining these days. It's the new latest fad on the internet. Oh my God, my welt is not perfectly joined. Big deal. And so, you know, the storm welt here, I can see where there's a joint on the storm welt, which, to be honest, I've never really seen that before in the forefoot, but I can see it here. Now, does this take away anything? No. Does it mean anything? No. Is it flawless? No. But who cares? It's $650 handmade shoe. I don't get it. I don't get the need for perfection, especially when 5 minutes after you wear it, you've done more damage than you can possibly know. Beautiful notch on the heel here. I've never found, I don't even think there's terminology for this little this little handmaker's notch here from where the heel ends and the waist begins. But that's definite telltale sign of handmade work. Beautiful pitched heel, very subtly pitched. Got a little bit of height there, but not overly high. It has good balance. It's a well-balanced shoe. Just trying to look at everything, check out all the details. I love the contrast stitching there. I think that's really nice. The sole is quite basic. You got a fiddle back. The color is basic, no kind of play there. But again, you know, at the price you choose handmade or fancy details. Now they're giving you handmade, solid handmade shoes. So, you know, you get into all the details, the extreme details of sole work, and you know, that takes time and that adds up on the price. They offer toe taps, which look custom made and are branded for a really good price of only 30 bucks. That's phenomenal. I guess because everything's done in-house. So, you know, $6.80 for that pair. I don't know if the storm welt adds extra because again, I didn't see that, but really, really fantastic pair of shoes. I didn't check out where the suede is from, to be honest. I didn't notice that. The heel cup is really nice. I mean, again, they did good with this, just the fit and feel. I will say that the last is a little bit bulbous for my personal liking. It's pretty big on the outside. It does fit well. I probably could have had a little bit shaved off on the outside, but it fits really well from heel to joint. I have a narrow forefoot, so I probably could have had a little bit more narrowness there, but it was the right size. I took my typical UK 6.5, US 7.5, and it fits wonderful. I couldn't have had a different size. Great shoes. The owner, Lee Trung, super nice guy. I believe Vietnamese background, trained in Japan. I think he's back in Vietnam with his shoe line now. Doing great stuff, making some really cool models, really nice guy, very humble. And yeah, I love to see small artisans with passion doing cool things. And Lee's on his way to becoming something in the shoe industry. So if you're curious in new brands, I definitely suggest checking them out. This is definitely good value for money, solid pair. I think completely handmade. If anything, just the sole stitch is done by machine, but I want to say it's done by hand. Beautiful stuff. Great shoe, great price, great quality. You know, again, judging it for its price, it's a perfect shoe. And I'm not looking for complete flawlessness like it's a Japanese bespoke shoe for $5,000. You know, it's a $650 handmade shoe, and everything is there. Quality, lining, beautiful. Everything was tip top. So again, definitely recommend checking them out. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. I'm just trying to feel like, I don't know, I feel like I've lost something, like I've forgotten something. I had a bit crazy Father's Day. Woke up with a stomach bug, slept for the whole day, and then was better on Monday. I don't know what happened, but I feel like it's still affecting my brain. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I think I said it all. Anyway, check the link in the description. Check out their shoes. Ichigo Ichie Shoemaker, great stuff, great guy. Always look to support small artisans. Definitely stay tuned as I still have more unboxing videos. I'm up to here with them, and I'm trying to do as much as I can as quick as I can, but obviously I got a lot of other things going on in life. So thank you as always for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed, and I wish you all a fantastic day. Take care. Bye.